You're married, but you feel alone. You share a house, a bed, a life, but not a heartbeat anymore. This is one of the quietest heartbreaks in marriage, the kind where you're together physically, but disconnected emotionally. And it happens far more often than people admit. Maybe you're the one who still tries to talk, but they barely listen. Or maybe you're both caught in the rhythm of routine, working, parenting, surviving, but not connecting. And so loneliness begins to grow, not from absence, but from distance. Genesis 2:18 says, "It is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." Marriage was never meant to feel like isolation. It was designed for companionship, for oneness. But when that oneness fades, you start to wonder, did I marry the wrong person? Did love just expire? Here's the truth most people miss. Loneliness in marriage doesn't start with betrayal. It starts with neglect. Small things left unsaid, moments left unshared, affection postponed until it disappears completely. And soon, two people living together start living apart. But there's hope, because distance doesn't have to mean disaster. The Bible reminds us in Ecclesiastes 4:10, "Two are better than one. If one falls, the other can lift him up." That's the essence of marriage, lifting, not leaving. But to lift, you must reach. You don't fix loneliness in a marriage with grand gestures. You fix it with small, daily acts of presence. A question that shows care. A touch that says, "I still choose you." A prayer that says, "God, bring us back together." Because emotional intimacy isn't automatic, it's intentional. Even when your spouse feels distant, God is near. Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Sometimes God uses seasons of loneliness to draw you closer to Him, so He can teach you how to love better, forgive deeper, and see beyond pride. Because healing in marriage doesn't start with blame, it starts with surrender. If you feel unseen in your marriage, tell God before you tell the world. Ask Him to soften both your hearts. Ask Him to help you see your partner not as an opponent, but as a person who might also be hurting silently. Because sometimes the one who seems cold is the one carrying the heaviest pain. Love is not lost just because it's quiet. Connection can be rebuilt when humility walks in. Ephesians 4:2-3 says, "Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace." Unity is a choice, one made every day, even in silence. Marriage will never be perfect, but it can be restored. If you're feeling lonely today, remember this: God hasn't left your marriage. He's waiting for an invitation to step back in. Because love may fade in distance, but it's revived in presence. This is Relationship and Marriage 24/7, where modern hearts rediscover God's timeless truth about love, healing, and connection. If this spoke to you, share it with someone who might need hope today.